How's it going, guys, and welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I saw Game Grumps play like the 2 first chapters of this game, and I like got fucking hooked on this game that I just had to like get this game myself and play it. So like I already know like stuff in episode 1 and 2, but I don't know about episode 3 where Game Grumps are at now at this recording. So I might be able to like speed through all this, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, seeing how like the Game Grumps playing it, I was like, I'm so like into this mystery drama shit that's going on. I couldn't like stop watching them. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Oh, it seems to be auto-playing. I gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him, Ronald McDonald. I'll make it look like he did it. He did it. Yeah. August 3, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hey, Chief.
Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor?
I don't know if you guys like that voice for.
You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. Actually, I kinda owe him my current job to him. He's one of those reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me. I want to help him.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. What is that? My life is... everything is over.
Is that a client screaming over there?
Yeah, that's him. Death, despair. Ooh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die.
It sounds like he wants to die.
Fucking... the microphone sensitivity was too high. Yeah.
Nick!
Hey! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I'm afraid to die. I ain't afraid to die. Wait, what's wrong, Larry?
Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away?
The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. Now this newspaper says it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butz, my best friend since grade school. Our school has had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the Butz. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has been a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That I owe him one. And I owe him one. Which is why I took the case. To clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 2. Court is now in session from trial of Mr. Larry Butz.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during the trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge for your clients. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the current circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking, eyesight, fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's Larry Butz. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Phew! I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait.
Uh-oh, I don't even know who the name is. I even forgot even though I watched the Game Grumps one.
No! No way, I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here.
Phoenix! Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim! Oh, of course! I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time.
It's kind of funny, like I have the Steam version, right? But I'm playing with a controller. The instructions are telling me the keyboard. What I can see down there is like the controller buttons. Right bumper. Okay, let's see. Oh, here we go. Cindy Stone. Yeah, there we go.
Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was
hit with a blunt object. Yes, due to blunt trauma. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel too relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then, first a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
I might have got voice inspired by the Game Grumps. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepted into evidence. Statue added to court record.
Right! Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand. Chief, what do we do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
I'm gonna say sorry in advance if I mix up their voices or don't remember them.
Mr. Butz, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We're going great together. We're Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony.
Did they all die?
I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butz, that's Mr. Butz. What you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas from one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Passport added to court record. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now?
Right.
I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I
stop him from answering? Well, Mia just told us to stop him.
My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof, wins. Dude, Nick!
What do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die! I'm just gonna drop dead. And when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this!
I don't know if I'm being consistent with his voice.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? No. Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't.
Uh-oh, he went. What do I do now? This ancimoniously. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth! Yeah, I was there, I went.
Order! Well, Mr. Butz.
Dude, chill!
She wasn't home, man.
Like, I think I should like go for like a Shaggy kind of voice. She wasn't home, man, so like, I didn't see her. Holy shit. Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, just before making a gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers to the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sahwit to the stand.
Oh, the murderer that we saw.
Mr. Sahwit, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct?
Oh yes! A newspaper, yes! Mr. Sahwit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness testimony.
I was going door to door selling subscription when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving. That! I quailed and frightened and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went near to a mirror of a park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's a cordless phone.
The phone that Mr. Sahwit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
From noon to 6 p.m., so 6-hour blackout. Now, Mr. Wright?
Yes! Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination? Your Honor?
Alright, Mr. Wright. Alright, Wright. This is it. A real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you can expose the lies in the testimony the witnesses gave.
Lies? What? He was lying.
Your client is innocent, right? Then the witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's the Indian evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradiction between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in his witness face.
Okay.
Open the court record with tab and point the contradiction to his testimony.
Okay. Cross-examination!
I was going door to door selling subscription when I saw a man fleeing the apartment.
Let me see here, what I got to prove? Lot trauma.
Okay, I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I coiled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Unable to go inside. Okay. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to the nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 PM. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there.
That's all of it. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Examine the court record with Tab. If something strikes you as being suspicious, then find the evidence that contradicts his testimony and present it to the court.
Wait a minute! Time of death is 4 to 5 PM! And he says son at 1 PM! What the fuck? Okay. Here we go! Fuck off! Objection! You found the body at 1 PM? Are you sure? Well, yes, it was 1 PM for certain! Frankly, I find that hard to believe! Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 PM. There was no body to find at 1 PM. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. He said he was really sure that was 1 PM. Mr. Sahwit, why are you so certain that you found the body at 1 PM?
Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Mr. Wright.
I keep changing her voice.
Great job, Mr. Wright. Way to put him into spots. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Okay, time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was a 3-hour off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of the tape. That's not a lie! There was a blackout! That's why I thought it was 1 PM. Terribly sorry about this misunderstanding. I see, you heard a voice saying the tape. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right! You know what to do.
I got this one. There was a blackout, you son of a bitch! That couldn't have been the TV on. You see, when I found the body, I heard a voice. I heard the time. What was his voice again? Probably coming from television. Well, fuck off! Objection! Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard the television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sahwit?
No, but I can't puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sahwit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
You seem rather distraught.
Oh, I thought he was saying.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sahwit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in their apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to attack the victim. That must have been what I saw. What? You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. It's like, it's so easy to like convince this judge. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it! There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon! The killer used it to hit the victim! The murder weapon? This one, right? Wait, does she finish it? Yeah, the murder weapon, the killer used to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
Now find the contradiction.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Like this one, right? Like, they say there was like a blunt weapon, right? We don't know if this is the one yet. I know this is the one. Wait, the clock is not heavy, right? Wait, what? Let me... No, find a contradiction. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. Was there a clock? There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. This one? We know this is the murder weapon, right? But what? To a blunt trauma. Like, that's a one heavy-ass clock if it was. Wait just a moment! The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Ah! You are your objections and your evidence. Who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sahwit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. But you saw it, right? As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes, he said he saw it. And this one tells the time. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in his witness testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment the other day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. What's going on? Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sahwit. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the victim's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? I never look at the clock. I heard no. I mean, I saw. Just throw his toupee at me. Shut up, shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Burn! Give him death! Order! Order in the court, I say! Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole... Sorry. The whole case is riding on this. I better think it thoroughly carefully. Your Honor, the sound of Mr. Sahwit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... Try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Yuck! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely this discrepancy between the Mr. Sahwit's heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sahwit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing! Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have your case! He's right! How am I still going to prove that? Damn it! I was so close! Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination, Mr. Frank Sahwit. I come all the way down here to testify and look what happens! I lost my hair! You treat me like a criminal! Like I am a criminal! I mean, I'm not a criminal! Your lawyers are all slang! I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can't do about it now. Yes, there is. Yes,
Not so fast, Mr. Sahwit!
Chief!
Listen up, Wright! Don't throw this one away! Not like this! Think!
But Chief, it's over! I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder! Nobody can prove that!
Well, yes! But that doesn't mean you can't still win! Try thinking out of the box! Don't waste time doubting the facts! Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it! Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof! Right? Right? Can you think of a reason to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Yes. Wait! Maybe I can prove it!
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it!
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course! There was a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Job words! Let's see you pull this one off!
Let's see this evidence you proves why the clock was running slow. She was on vacation! Yeah, I'm using I already know bits already because I watch Game Grumps. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sahwit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Fucking passes out. Order! Order, I say! You can see I'm really into this, drama mystery. Mystery solving. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, you witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find a true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz, not guilty. Confetti! And with that, this court is adjourned. How you like my voice acting? Terrible, isn't it? It turns out that Frank Sahwit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check to see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sahwit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sahwit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3, 2:32 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. Phew! I still can't believe we won!
Right! Good job in there!
I feel like I change her accent sometimes.
Congratulations!
Thanks, Chief. I heard all to you.
Not at all! Not at all! You fought your own battles in there! It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note!
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind.
Congratulations, Harry!
Harry?
Yes, you! I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butz, innocent.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate dinner. My treat.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Hey, how's the one who got you out of the hook? Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And, she was just playing me for a fool. Don't you make me wanna cry? Does that make you wanna cry? Son of a bitch. Larry.
Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, Koi.
No, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Is that right, Wright? Did you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? The clock. Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive. Proof positive. You weren't just jumped to her. Huh? What about a clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed the clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock, so take traveling. Well, make what we love it. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really? I am, thanks. Hope that it made him feel a little better. I feel like he's making up, like changing his voice.
Right? I hope you see that importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow, strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, how about dinner? On me?
That can be like interpreted like different ways. She pays the dinner, or the dinner's on her, like literally on her. You get
Gonna have like naked sushi on me? We'll drink it those innocent butts.
Yeah. Yeah!
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part, at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
Man. Doing voices is hard, like it's hard on your throat. And so, my first trial came to an end. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock you gave me, I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be the center of another incident. Whoa, what's going on? And I promised to tell the chief about me and Larry. Would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. That was the end of episode 1. How long was that recording? Oh, that was pretty good.
A brand new episode has been added.
Yeah, save my progress. Why not? There we go. Oh shit! It's already the next part. Beep. Can I pause it? Okay, I'll pause it right here. So that was the end of this part. I hope you guys enjoyed. I was like, as you can see, I'm really into it. This annoying light up here. Sorry about that. That should do it. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna leave you guys. You guys with a high five.